night. So you do it once on stage, and then you do it.
No
Là, je vais attendre qu'elle se rapproche pour filmer les choses.
Well, you know, my first time was probably 20 years ago. So my first time getting that, you know, iconic picture in front of the Eiffel Tower. When you see something like that for your entire life on television and things, you know, I remember that first thing me and Jeff came, and that first picture was one of my greatest times. Paris in the summertime is hard to beat. That was a big part of what was why I felt comfortable going into this role, being able to add a flavor that would be different than Robin Williams, because he didn't leave a lot of room to do something that was going to be great. So I looked at it, but the hip hop angle was where I felt like I could do something and add something that was different and make it special, be nostalgic but still be my own signature.
I think this was probably the most fun to have made. The spirit of the film somehow percolated the cast and everyone that was working on it. It was wonderful to have made, and yeah, it was a great pleasure from beginning to end, you know.
Yeah, Will is amazing. I mean, because obviously he's an actor, he's a comedian, and he's a musician. And he was so wonderfully supportive, and he's just great.
Thank you so much for all your support. This is amazing, and we hope you enjoy the film. So.
Oh, it's so wonderful. So much purple everywhere. It's funny because even though it was made before I was born, I feel like it came out when I watched it, you know, and I think that's what's so amazing about these Disney movies is people just make it their own, right? It becomes their own magic, and for me, that's what it was. I mean, I loved the original. How iconic is that? I just took the foundations of how she made me feel so empowered, and I wanted to take the same thing, but just modernize it for a 2019 audience.
Well, it's going really well. I'm standing here, so that's how good it's going. Yeah.
It's amazing. This is surreal. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and we hope you enjoy the film tonight.
Oh, I feel so excited. I'm in my hometown, London.
Yeah!
Very excited to be here.
No, this is fantastic. We shot here, and we shot a piece in Jordan. So, and the weather's the same as it was while we were shooting.
Guy? Yeah, I just will prefer Jordan. Yeah, I mean, I love being here. I live here. I bought a house here. I loved it so much.
It's such a rush of energy. Red carpets are wonderful, you know, because you're coming into this event. The audience is going to see the movie for the first time. It's just this anticipation and excitement. I love it. Aladdin is, first of all, this Aladdin especially has a new emphasis on Jasmine having her voice heard and having her empowered, and I think that's very timely. And of course, Aladdin's journey in wanting to have his wishes and yet to be selfless at the end is so special. Well, you know, we've got a lot of really interesting styles in it. You go from Middle Eastern and then to like Golden Age of Hollywood, and then we go to like Harlem Jazz and like Fats Waller and Cab Calloway, and then sort of like a whole new world with like a heartfelt ballad. It's a lot in one package there.
All right, let me try this. Anyone here call himself a resident of the UK? Make some noise. You know what? For that.
great. Actually, we're going to go and do CCTV.
What's up?
Give us a little wave there, say hi. That's it, man. You? Yeah. Oh, you're doing it now. Wait. Come on, that's it.
It's an incredible backstory of Disney movies. What was it about this story?
Well, firstly, I lived with 5 kids, so everything I watched was basically family.
I need a little smile for this one, right? Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, there we go. You're warming up a bit now. There you go. There we go. You're warming up a bit now. There you go. Well done. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
And just to the centre here, please, guys. Thank you. Straight ahead, please. And on the end as well, please.
And again, just back on the end, boss, guys.
The end here. Get the two of you to the centre, please. Here, please, guys. Thank you. Straight ahead, please. And on the end as well, please. Big stroke to your right.
All the way to your right, please.
I can't hear you. Are you ready? We're ready, Samuel.
What's your name?
Can you sign this poster, please? Oh, it's a video. Mina, can you sign this poster?
Luna, can you...
Yeah, so wait for them to finish now.
I work with them,
Really appreciate it. Woo! Wow, hi.
Can I please get guys, back up a little bit. Stop pushing. Guys, these all need to go back. Right,
just right over your left shoulder.
Will, can you get a picture? Will?
Listen, this is like my second premiere. His stand-up persona into this character, actually, we didn't even know we could do that, before he did it. And that gave me the end with the music and the old school hip-hop flavor that I could just infuse my sort of persona into the music, and I could keep it both nostalgic. Oh my God, it's me and Naomi. Come on! If you pull that roof and talk with your baby, come on.
Mina, can I get a photo, please? Mina, can I get a photo, please? Mina, can I do a photo?
The stories have been cultivated so well that they hit on human ideas that open the human heart.
It'll be a long time. Hopefully it'll be a long time.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Will.
Action! I love that Guy Ritchie counted me in for something. I feel like I've actually been in one of your movies now. This is great. We are here with the cast of Aladdin, and I have to ask you guys, how is the magical carpet tour going so far? Marwan, you up first.
Well, it's going really well. I'm standing here, so that's how good it's going. Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing. This is surreal. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and we hope you enjoy the film tonight.
Oh, I feel so excited. I'm in my hometown, London. Yeah! Very excited to be here. Sorry.
So excited. Look, she's got a coughing fit. She's that excited. Look.
She's all choked up.
I mean, literally, Will, you know, you guys shot this movie in the UK. How good does it feel to be back in Leicester Square for all these fans?
No, this is fantastic. We shot here and we shot a piece in Jordan. So, and the weather's the same as it was while we were shooting.
Guy?
Yeah, I will prefer Jordan.
It does feel great to be back in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, I love being here. I live here. I bought a house here. I loved it so much.
That is the right answer. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Aladdin, one more time.
Excited, we're back in London. Yeah. We were shooting here, so this is like coming back home.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's such a dream come true. We've been to some other people's premieres here, and to have our own movie here is really exciting. I think it's one of those messages that's always, relevant. It's sort of, you are enough is sort of the message of the movie, and I think we look at sort of social media right now and all these other things that are happening, and people struggle to feel good about themselves. This is a movie that essentially says, you are enough. Just feel good and know that is the case. So I think between that and the opportunities to update Jasmine and really empower her as a female lead, I felt like there were a lot of exciting reasons to do this right now.
This is a great classic love story. Two people from two different sides of the track, and they fall in love, and it's a really sweeping romance.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, we had, such a weapon in Naomi. She has this incredible voice. She is a recording artist, so we knew we wanted her to have a signature song in this movie. And then we had the opportunity to team up with a hero of ours, Alan Menken, and Pascal Paul, who, were incredibly hot coming off of all they've done in both Broadway and film. So, they really wanted to do something that felt inspiring and felt modern for her character. They actually based it off a line in the original animated film where Jafar tells her that she should just remain speechless, and Pascal Paul got really excited about that idea and started writing lyrics and then working with Menken to come up with the song. So we think it's a really special signature number, and again, it's just one of those things that makes this movie different. It feels like we wanted to give something new to the audience.
So for this movie, we bring back the original classics with a slight modern twist, and we love what Will Smith has done with the music, but then to have a new song that's so powerful, every time we watch it, the hair on our arm just raises up, so it's a really powerful, emotional song.
I mean, it's a dream come true for me. It's my favorite animated movie as a child, so to have an opportunity to work on it was just a dream come true. I knew the word to every single song, since I was a kid, and when we started working on the project again, it was sort of like, I hadn't forgotten any of these lyrics, so when you're there and you have, you're shooting these musical numbers for 5 days in a row, and we're all hearing the songs 1,000 times, and you don't get tired of it, it's something special, and you have this chance to work with a real classic and sort of putting your own spin on it, so it really was such a dream come true for us.
It was a chance to work with a major movie star, Will Smith, and at the same time discover new voices, both musically and also acting-wise. So to see Naomi, to see Marwan, to see Mina as well, it's really exciting. We searched literally all over the globe to find this cast. We're excited to introduce these new actors to the global stage.
Monsieur Guy Ritchie, Monsieur Alan Menken, Jasmine Mademoiselle Naomi Scott, l'intrépide Aladdin, Monsieur Mina Massoud. Enfin, celui que vous attendez tous, Monsieur Will Smith. Yeah, baby! Will, come on up here.
Hey! Wow! When I listened to the music, I thought about being able to add hip-hop flavor to it, and I thought that's how I found my way into the Genie.
Well, I was a big fan of the 92, so when it came across my desk, so to speak, I also live in a house full of children. There was a conspiracy between my children and my historical nostalgia for the film.
I was just so excited to get the opportunity to humanize a character that I loved so much, such an iconic character.
And one more thing, Viva la France!
Oh, Viva la France!
When that idea clicked in that I could just embody the Genie with the presence and the flavor of my, not really my current, but sort of my historical persona, that 1990s flavored Fresh Prince of it all.
And just before we go, Will, if you could wish.
I think my wish would be that you watch this film and you feel the ideas that we all connected to, the ideas of being, as Mina said, finding yourself, the process of learning how to love one another through gifting and granting wishes. There's some really beautiful, powerful ideas at the center of this film, and I think I can't say it better than Mina. We all hope you go home putting a little bit more love in the world. We're on stage. We're on stage. This is Aladdin. Hold on. There's the whole team. We're on stage. Where you at? There you
Et voilà! Allez, mettez-vous debout!
Yeah! All right, thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup à vous tous.